A machine that turns sewage into drinkable water. It's just one of the many projects Bill Gates is currently working on to improve the lives of those in need. We touched on that topic and much more when we spoke to Bill and Melinda Gates. Here with us now, co-chairs and co-founders of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates. They're here to discuss the 2015 Gates annual letter, which details the foundation's big bet for the next 15 years. And Bill, I just want to start out by telling you we're going to make Joe drink the water that you drank.
It's great.
That we just showed. Good. It's good, right?
Yeah, you can drink it too.
I will. I'm fine with it. I think it's incredible. But Joe was having a cow, and so we're going to bring a machine in and process some crap and go from there. So it'll be interesting. And you are the inspiration for that, sir. Thank you very much. Now to Melinda. Tell us about the big bet.
We're betting this year in our annual letter that the lives of the poor will improve more in the next 15 years than they have ever in the history of the world because of the improvements we're seeing going on in Africa and other places in Southeast Asia.
That's fantastic. Some of the specific goals in terms of various breakthroughs, medical breakthroughs, cures, or what are the focuses in terms of what you want to attack and make a big bet on?
Well, we talk first about health in the annual letter because that is a precursor to the rest of life. If you can grow up healthy, you can go on to participate in the economy. We've seen childhood deaths come down, be cut in half in the last 25 years. We think those could be halved again by things like vaccines, new vaccines coming out for the biggest childhood killers like diarrhea and pneumonia. We think malaria death rates can be brought down. And so those innovations alone will start to get at a lot of that death rate.
Sam Stein has a question.
Yeah, I want to ask you both about the state of federally funded scientific research. In the wake of the Ebola crisis in Africa, there was a big debate over whether or not philanthropies and foundations like your own could sort of step in and fill the void that's happened in the wake of budget cuts to federally funded scientific research. I'm wondering how you view that debate and whether you think there is enough private money out there to cover some of these budget shortfalls that we're witnessing.
Well, the U.S. government is by far the most generous in medical research. Over half of the basic research budget for the entire world is the U.S. NIH budget. And there's been huge benefits for having that budget go up. It's disappointing that it's been kept flat, and now the question is, do we push that up? From our point of view, it's very, very important. The work we do builds on that basic research, and the U.S. government is our partner in AIDS research, malaria research, all the key areas we work in. There's no way philanthropic money could ever make up for the government level there, and so we want that partnership, but the NIH budget's got to stay strong.
I love this. I'm looking at some of the breakthroughs that you guys see coming. Banking breakthrough and bringing mobile banking to the poor and how that can radically transform their lives. Explain that if you could.
Well, that's taking off in all kinds of countries. Kenya, Tanzania, Philippines, Bangladesh. What you're seeing is basically on a cell phone, not even a smartphone, the old plastic phones we used to use. People out in a rural area can save tiny amounts of money. They don't want to spend the bus fee to go into the city. They're not welcomed at the bank. But when they're out on their farm, if they can save $1 a day or $2 a day, then when there's a health emergency in the family, an episode of malaria, or there's a hunger season, they can tide over those times. And not only that, they'll tell you, I then have the money to put my children in school when the school fees come up in the fall. Just like financial services are so important to us to be able to save money and participate in the economy, it's fundamental there in terms of transforming their lives.
I love it. Jeremy Peters?
Right now in American politics, addressing poverty is a subject of bipartisan concern. Mr. Gates, I've seen you in the Capitol recently having what look to be some pretty high-profile meetings with lawmakers, and I wonder, what needs to be done to make sure that we can reach a bipartisan solution on poverty legislation, and what you might be doing to help broker that.
Well, I think the biggest area that we're falling short of our ideals of equal opportunity is in the education system. Inner city schools do not engage the students The dropout levels are very high. Even a lot of kids who graduate aren't prepared so that they can succeed in college. So it's the quality of education, taking the best ideas from the charter schools, giving teachers feedback so they can improve. I think if you only had one wish to drive equity and reduce poverty, it'd be bringing the U.S. education system up to the quality that some of the other countries have managed to achieve in the last decade.
Bill and Melinda Gates, a great team. Thank you so much. We appreciate your being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you.